How Jordan doing, man?
Good, he's doing well, Coach.
Good. Tell that dude I said what's up.
I will, man.
Man, it was so.
He'll appreciate that.
It was so funny to do that night before the pro day dinner with him. I felt bad because I ain't get other kids enough time. Me and him was just, reminiscing.
He said that he was sitting next to the other players and they were like, "Hey, man, that's Mike T." And he was like, "Shoot, it's like my uncle."
Dude, hey, what you do, bro?
Feel, though? Like seeing him around here running around, and then now he.
It's surreal, man. Like
any other
it's
guys,
surreal.
any other players in the league that been around here?
JPJ.
Well,
yeah. You got Joey out there.
Yeah.
That's
like I remember, AB brought Shiloh here one day. Shiloh, Deion's boy, was probably about 16, 17, and JJ and all of them was lined up going after him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And just funny, just the small football world, man.
It is, Coach. Well, Coach, thank you, honestly, for always taking care of us, man. It's I said it to you on the field. I didn't care if you didn't have no good players. We come into Pittsburgh just to spend time with you, man, just to show people and get an opportunity for them to know you in some of the intimate ways that we do. So we just really appreciate you.
You guys will always have my support, man. I mean that. Like, I just love it. It's organic, man. Y'all have too much fun to be working. You know what I mean? You know how it is, man. You can sense when people that work together genuinely care about each other and enjoy each other's company, man. That's why y'all so successful. Yeah. You feel it.
You are like the picture of stability in this sense, in the longevity that you've had as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, but also in your consistency as a person. And that used to sort of mirror the organization and the way y'all did business. This was the most unlike Steeler offseason that I've ever seen, I've ever been a part of. When you add the Aaron Rodgers and the DK Metcalfs and the Jalen Ramsey, these players who've already been established, but now you add them to this team, what sort of, I guess, challenges and coaching challenges does that present? Because I know you love those things.
We went out and acquired some guys that are leaders. And they're capable leaders, certainly. They got NFL experience and NFL experience at a high level, but I got to have an intimate relationship with the leadership. And so, although they're not new to this game and they're new to Pittsburgh, and so, man, it's a challenge from a coaching perspective in terms of selling our values, how we build and engineer victory, how we go about our day-to-day business. Like I got to do a really good job of communicating, and a component of communicating is listening, particularly when you're dealing with grown men, man, and grown men that are dynamic players and capable leaders. And so it's been fun for me, man. I think a destination camp kind of helps that. You know, I catch them in the evening in informal time, and we sit down. We might chop up football. We might chop up life.
Right. There's
no shortcut to what I'm trying to get done with them in a very, quick manner, if you will, because like I said, man, I want to support their leadership. I want to enhance their leadership, and I want them to feel comfortable doing so. And so, man, we got to work at it.
You brought in former champions. Obviously, some guys have won Super Bowls, Pro Bowlers. With the way you've built the roster this past offseason, what's the message behind that? Is it championship or bust, or is that always the message?
No, that can't be the message, because it is always the message. Man, there's a winner trait in sport. And when you've been a part of it, man, it changes you forever. And as many guys as you can have with that experience, man, I think it positions you to push through adversity that we all know is coming. Mm-hmm. Not even the old guys, man. We got two rookies in Will Howard and Jack Sawyer that were captains of a national championship team at Ohio State.
Right.
Like, that winner trait is worth its weight in gold, man. You carry it with you forever. You feel it in their presence. And so, no question, that's something that was really in the front of my mind in terms of kind of putting this group together.
And Coach, when you pick up guys, like you're saying, Pro Bowlers like that, do you celebrate or you just get to work? Like, we got DK. Okay, now he can go to the X. Or you be like, God damn, we got DK.
Hey. It's a little bit of both and a little bit of both continually. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the other day, he went by me on the sideline, and I was like, DK, play for us. You know what I mean? And there are those moments, like continually. Yeah. Like when he does something that, like, ooh, man, it's fun. But certainly, it requires some work and some strategy, man, These are dynamic guys, and it's my job, man, to put them in position to be successful and their talents to show. Jalen Ramsey is an example of that, man. I've been blown away by his versatility, man, his football intellect. Like, you cannot put this guy in a position that he's not on the details. And you know how sometimes, man, communication tells you everything? Man, we're in our first walkthrough, and he's moving from free safety to nickel to outside corner, and his communication is not lacking in any way as these formations adjust and playing a variety of positions in one walkthrough. And it just kind of speaks to how talented he is. We know his physical talent, but this guy's football intellect is on the ceiling.
Coach, you know, when you build a team, you start to build the teams to play against the best teams that you have to face, the teams you compete with to win championships. You know, in basketball, people started building teams to beat the Golden State Warriors, right? How do we match up against them? Even in your own division, you have a team like the Cincinnati Bengals who can just flat out throw it all around the yard if you don't have people that can cover them. You have Joey Porter Jr., who's a 1. You bring in Darius Slay, who's been a 1 throughout his career. Jalen Ramsey, still one of the best corners in all of football. Was there a focus in saying we need to make sure we can cover guys this year? And what was your thought in bringing all of them together?
You hit it on the head. You know, man to man, we got to be able to do that. We got to be able to match up on people. And with that collection of guys that you mentioned, I feel like we could do it against anybody. No disrespect to Cincinnati or anybody else that has an elite group, but that's just a level of confidence that we have in that collective. Coupled with the fact that we got big-time talent up front, and we got a lot invested in it in terms of our rush. Your ability to cover people man-to-man does nothing but help your rush. You know, we can't be good on defense. We got to be great on defense, and being able to match up and play man-to-man is a major component of that in today's game.
Coach, what do you say to people that are arguing the point that even though MIke Tomlin hasn't had a losing season, team hasn't won a playoff game since 2016?
I say nothing. You know, we got resumes, we all do, and we got to stand on that. I live a life, man, where I don't seek comfort, I don't make excuses. You know, engaging in that discussion to me is excuses. I don't live that life, man. Like, I pour everything I got into what I do, man, and when the dust settles, it settles, and I keep it moving. And so, you know, I don't care a whole lot about what people have to say.
I do.
I don't. Like, respectfully, I don't. Some people, you know, some people talk, some people watch, some people do. I'm glad I'm a doer. I'm glad I live in that world. I love the kitchen. I love competition. I love it when it's hot. I love the challenges that our business presents. Like, that's just the life I choose to live, and I understand the things that come with it, man, and I'm okay with it.
Coach, going back to Jalen real quick. I know the old Steeler way. Trust me, I played against you many times. I know the shit that comes from this one. Jalen and Calvin Austin, the camp scuffle. Was you back there snickering? Like, did you have a little devilish smile on your face? Because Jalen come with some shit.
I was laughing because Jalen was laughing at Calvin. You know, and I'm like, Jalen, man, don't laugh at that little human, man. He mean it, man. Like you really pissed him off. He trying to squabble with you, and you laughing.
But you gotta love when veterans come. They trying to get the best out of these guys, right?
You know how it is, man. In team development, man, it's gonna be brother against brother.
Yep.
Like it's a component of it. We got to compete. We got to compete our ass off, man. But we got to do it with an understanding. And sometimes, man, winning and losing, man, people. You know, people do what comes natural. And so I view it all as an opportunity to teach and to learn, and I see it as part of the process, but sometimes it's funny.
Hey, man, when we saw DK, I was like, we gonna jump him.
Don't have that fight one-on-one in their zone. We can,
hey, don't let RC fool y'all, man. They ain't fight fair a whole lot. Like, if you was fighting anybody in their group, you was fighting the group.
Y'all were jumping people out here?
Hell yeah.
That's why we ain't gonna have too many fights.
Hey, ain't no one-on-ones.
No, no square ones.
No square ones.
At all. At all.
And Coach, with your style, they call it old school, the longest tenured head coach and all that stuff, and you are a very physical team. And a lot of teams get more graceful, spreading out and all that stuff, and you sticking to your guns. And now you're looking around the league, Coach, with the Eagles, the Lions, they coming back down to what you've been doing for 20 years.
Physicality.
Have you ever thought, like, have you ever said, you know what, we might need to put some more receivers out here? Nah, never mind.
It's funny. Like, I hate the fact that I'm so old that I can see cycles. But I see it.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing to see things come back around. Quarters is back in a big way. You know what I mean? Like, just schematic concepts. Like, everything kind of moves in cycles, man. And it's a blessing, man, when you've been at it so long that you can feel that. And I feel that in a lot of ways, man. But certain hills I'm going to be willing to die on. I'm going to be light on my feet. You have to be, man. You got to be open to change and doing things differently, man, if you're going to do something at a high level for a long time. But it's also some things that's got to be non-negotiable. And for me, the construction of physicality, man, is non-negotiable, man. I'm doing these dudes a disservice if I don't create an environment where they show that component of their game or develop that component of their game or prepare them for what I know is waiting for them in stadiums. Like, I'm not in the hope business. I hate hoping. And I think sometimes when you don't prepare them, you're hoping for performance, man. And I got to lay my head down at night.
Coach, you mentioned certain hills you're willing to die on. We saw you walking down that hill right there, and we got at you a little bit.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, I'm 50 plus years old, man. I got my comfortable Hokers on. Like, y'all come back 10 years from now, I'm gonna have like some white mall shoes on.
See, but that's exactly the thing, though. Like, you say you're willing to die on certain hills, and I take that, you keep coming back. You ain't even old, man. Like, most coaches started out at this age, right? But you keep coming back. Why you keep coming back? Every year, new camp, new you, new fresh, new everything.
Man, I ain't gonna kid you. I got a love affair with this game. Like, it's a real personal thing for me. I just love football. I love every component of it, every component of the journey, man. I'm excited every year because of that, man. I just learned so much in this game. And like a lot of guys, I'm sure y'all feel the same way. Like, when I was young, man, football was the only thing that was black and white, man. Like, life choices was gray. Like football made sense. Like, I learned discipline in a lot of things through my experiences in football, man. And so I mean that when I say it, man. I got a love affair with this game, man. I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Coach, you mentioned on the field, Chan brought up how much the younger coaches have an affinity for you, how highly they speak of you, the respect that they show you. And it seems like that's a respect given because there's a mutual level of kindness and there's a mutual level of conversation and giving that you share with those dudes. That's not always the case. I remember walking in the DB rooms and having older safeties that would make fun of me because I was smart or that wouldn't help me with certain things. And when I got older, I said, hey, Troy, one night I'll take the young boys. The next night you take the young boys after practice so we could teach them different things. You seem to really reach out and be a part of helping young coaches continue to develop, continue to mature. Why is that something that seems important to you in that way?
For me, it's about helping them, but it's also just giving back to the game. It's the right thing to do, I think. Like, these head jobs, man, they lonely jobs. It's certainly my job to beat them. But I think extending a welcoming hand or chopping it up with them formally, informally, doesn't lessen that in any way, man. It just feels like the right thing to do. I've been where they are. I know what that feels like. And so, like, it's just something over the years, man, I just felt moved to do, to be welcoming. Like, we're in a small fraternity, man. There's 32 of these jobs on the planet. And so I've been at it for a while, as you mentioned. And so I just want to be approachable. I want to be welcoming. And then we kick the ball off.
Hey, Ross said, hey, Ra, he always, every time we get around Raheem, he does a Mike T impersonation.
Hey,
every single time.
Hey, is no better example of that. Like, I love Ra. Ra is my brother. I will literally give him the shirt off of my back, but I forget I know Ra when he's standing on that other sideline.
And you go get after him.
I click back in after. Oh, man, all the best, man. To your family, man. Tell Nick I said hello.
How's the wife?
Yeah.
I dang near forgot I knew you for a second.
It just is what we do, man. But, like, the fellowship is real. I want to be a component of it. It's okay to be a component of it. it just feels like the right thing.
Did you have people when you got in, coach, that did that sort of thing for you, that showed love to you?
Man, it was done to me, man, in so many ways. I never forget my first combine. I'm walking through the RCA Dome at the time, man, and I run into Shaq Harris and Doug Williams. And they said, "Come on, young fella, you're going to lunch with us. You can't talk, but you're going to lunch with us." And I did, and Ray Rhodes, and I sat there at lunch, and I just soaked it up.
Yeah.
Like that fellowship, man. Like I got Terry Ribisky with us here today visiting for a few days, man. I just got so much love for that generation of coach, man, that came before me, that trained my ass, to be quite honest with you. That, we all need that big bro. Like, even where I am today, man, that's why I enjoy bringing a coach like that around, man, because I just, I got enough people laughing at my jokes. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to tell me where my slip is showing.
Yeah.
Somebody to put their hand on my shoulder. And I just always have been open to that. That's why I always sought wise counsel and assistance, man. Guys like JD and John Mitchell, man, Richard Mann. I just love being in the presence of life wisdom, football wisdom. I see the value in that.
Your longevity, but you know what the Steelers are gonna be. Y'all gonna have a badass edge rusher. Y'all gonna have some big boys way back to Seahamp and all them boys. Like back when we played, you gonna have some badass front seven, and you gonna have some guys that can cover on that edge. Then you gonna have Troys and Ryans. Like, does that gain the respect from these coaches? Because, coach, I know exactly how your team's gonna look every year. The name's gonna change, the numbers gonna change, but I know exactly how the Pittsburgh Steelers are gonna look.
It's really fun, man, when you could draw parallels to the process. Like when you're looking at one and you're like, this the next Lamar Woodley.
Yeah.
Right here. You just see the pieces. You remember how you put it together a generation ago. Like, we developing a talented young offensive line right now. We've invested ones at tackle, 2 ones over the last 3 years. We got a second round center going into a second year. That is a young group, man, that I'm watching grow and grow together. They're gonna be in each other's weddings. They're gonna be the godfather to each other's kids. But if you think 15, 16 years ago, I put a group together like Marquise Pouncey, David DeCastro, Marcus Gilbert, in a very similar way. I could see what these kids can't see. Like, and that's why I tell them, like, y'all gonna be godfather to each other's kids. Y'all gonna be in each other's weddings, man. Like, we building something here. And it's been done before. And I think sometimes, particularly in tough days, that it's good to get that history lesson, to know that they're not walking on unpaved roads, that there's a vision. It's been done and done before, and they're capable of doing it. I put up a graphic, man. I showed them, the 9 Pro Bowls that Pouncey had, the six Pro Bowls that DeCastro had,
yeah.
the 2 Pro Bowls that Villanueva had. I said, now go to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's fun just to kind of provide that perspective and feel that, and to have a business model
Yes.
that's real and you believe in. It helps you when you're shopping for the groceries.
Right.
Yeah. Coach, those groceries are to protect a very important person here. Now, I remember sitting in the draft. There's a video of me at 21 because I wanted y'all to get a quarterback, I can be honest, right? And y'all didn't, and I threw a fit. You know what I mean? A lot of Steelers fans were mad at me. Some agreed with me.
And you don't care.
I don't, Coach.
I know.
And I don't.
I just want to say that.
Yeah. And at the time, I was like, Coach must know Aaron is coming. I was like, he has to know this. And Aaron does become a Pittsburgh Steeler, and I've seen so much mutual respect. I remember Aaron sent us home, your arm around my shoulder pads as the last 2 people that walked off of the field at AT&T Stadium years ago. When you think about that relationship of head coach, quarterback, it's all important, but it's also important that you not only respect each other, but you believe in one another. What gives you the belief in Aaron Rodgers that he's the right person to lead the Pittsburgh Steelers back to where they belong, and that's championship caliber?
Here's why. This dude been doing it 21 years, man. 4-time MVP, all of that stuff. Like, I just wanted to know why. Why does the fire still burn? What is his agenda? those are some of the conversations that we had in the spring, man. And I just got real comfortable with his why, man. Like, all he wants to do is win. All he wants to do is have fun within the game. He wants to be a component of the process of development for young players. Like, everything that we talked about through our conversations in the spring, I'm watching him live out right now in this training camp setting. I believed him when he said it, but it's fun to watch it play out. I think that's why I'm excited. I think that's why I was comfortable. And you're right, I knew something.
I knew it. Hey, Coach, I used to be on TV. I was like, he has to know. And you know, I have to be very careful about what I say because people think I just text and call you all the time and ask things, and I don't. Right? So I was like, you don't
have to. You know me.
Yeah, I was like, I know him well enough. He's the smartest person I know. And I was like, he knows something because he wouldn't move like this and leave the draft this way if he didn't know.
It's the what Mike T doing.
Yeah.
Exactly what Mike T wants to do.
Yeah.
That's my answer every time.
Quiet as kept. About a week ago, I asked him a question. I said, if you had 3 players that you have extreme bias towards that you want to see do well, and 1 player that you kind of secretly rooting for to do well, guess who he said first? Aaron Rodgers.
Why?
So
Because if Aaron Rodgers does well, he does well.
Obviously, yes.
That's
but people want to pit RC against Aaron, right? But RC is a truth seeker. Like, he's fair, he's unbiased, and people might not love it, but he has a job to do.
Yeah.
And Aaron can tell you, because he's a Hall of Famer and all that good stuff. But he can tell you when I'm playing well, yeah, I probably won't say it. Well, when I'm playing bad, I'll let you know. And that's the honesty we want from those guys, that transparency and the leadership. You always say, we're not gonna apologize for the standard, right? Is that standard, is that the same?
It better be. Like, that's gotta be one of the hills that you're willing to die on. I think that's why, we as Steeler Nation, man, are uncomfortable with our present state. Because these particular recent seasons, man, hadn't ended in the manner in which we like or accept or embrace. But 2025 is a new year, man. I got some new toys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I see you at stadiums.
Hey,
Why didn't you draft me, Coach? Goodness.
Hey, Coach, we appreciate you as always. Pivot fam, thank y'all for pivoting with us, man. Love you so much, Coach.
Hey, it ain't nothing but love. And you're right. Like, he's a mutual combatant, right? Like he loves it. He loves being in the eye of it. Like, don't let him fool you. Like, not only does he not mind it, he loves it. He loves it.
Coach,
Loves it.
Don't be telling people my secrets.
Because he got a good mouthpiece. Like he's thoughtful. Stuff doesn't spill out of his mouth. And then there's a component of him where if he gets beyond that, he's really comfortable with that too.
Yeah.
And that's a side of him that he don't mind showing from time to time.
In other words, you say he want all the smoke.
It's so funny. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, no, RC, no, oh, he going there.
Hey, I told him the story, Coach, when you called me in that little office, just said, hey man, don't throw them rocks at them tanks, man. He was like, RC, you gotta chill out.
Man, he wanted all the time.
Yeah,
he wanted. Oh, please, thank you.
We can't go get no lunch shells nowhere else, Coach. Man, we appreciate it.
Man, y'all always home here.
Coach, people still talk about the conversation we had at your house that time. People still come up to me and tell us that that's one of the best things I've ever seen. They love it, Coach. Like, I've had coaches that say we made our entire staff, like colleges, high schools, we made our entire staff watch that sit down together.
Like, me, sometimes I got an agenda, and that was kind of my agenda, man. Like, we don't take enough responsibility as coaches, man. Like, there's so much specialization in our business, man. There's so many damn coaches and analysts and all of this stuff, man. Like, the generation that raised us, man, they coached every damn thing.
Yeah.
They took responsibility for everything. You're on the field, you're off the field. They just trained you. Like, and I want to be a one-man crusade for that. Like, let's own everything. Let's raise these dudes. Like, they need it, man.
Coach, you don't realize how many coaches talked about that particular thing, though, when you talked about running from coaching. So many coaches have, had that conversation with me
Blame the
about
kid.
what you said. Yeah,
Yeah,
they've
like-
had
on
that
yourself.
conversation.
Like that's
Blame the player.
bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
man.
bullshit. And there's so many places to hide, man. We got to tell the truth, man.
Yeah, the one thing that sticks out with me, I think you said it, what was it? Don't live in your fear. Yeah, you have to be that way.
You're damn right. Like,
It's hard though.
You know how it is, man.
People don't want to be laid naked in front of folks. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to say, because like when you're coaching a team and you're being your authentic self, now you're open for whatever, and people so scared of criticism. They're so scared to say, no, this is my decision. This is what I believe, and I'm standing on it. That now they hold themselves back from actually helping a player be better.
yes. Yeah, they like,
Now it's
they
your
like,
fault.
they trying to insulate themselves in case
Yeah.
shit don't go right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell you this because if it go bad, then I told you I'm gonna let you go by yourself.
Like,
Say a lot of
Hey.
people don't have the security.
they
As
easy,
Mike
they
T.
easier to beat.
Did you see Rod line up on Drake London yesterday?
Tell him stop that.
Let's stop that.
I ain't see it till this morning.
Yeah, coach.
I'm mad at Drake for doing it to him.
He dead wrong for that, coach.
He dead wrong.
He dead
for that.
wrong.
But Rod shouldn't be standing in front of that man either, man. Like,
As a big
Run
boy.
up on people. He run up on about 6 people we was there.
man, and that's what happened.
We'll see you out there later, coach.
Hold up, limitless, take a stomach, got pin in it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling got me up. On the mission got me up. Knowing me, I got the key. Only vision I can trust. Trust, limitless, take a stomach, got pin in it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling got me up.